Hello everyone. I'm making this video to show you the materials I bought for my watercolor journey. So these are just the pen brushes that I use. I only have the brushes that I bought from the bookstore. This is, I think it's a number. I'll check the numbers for this, but these are mostly in sets, and I think this is the six number six brush, and the material is kind of stiff, but it works for me. And these are the other brushes that I have. Also, I bought this online on Shopee, which is the equivalent of Amazon in Asia. I have that pencil, and this one is for a free with the watercolor set. It's a number 6 brush, number 7 brush. I think these are number 3, number 2 brushes. And I also have the wooden brushes, flat brush. It's also part of a set that I bought from the bookstore. You can get this pack of brushes on any bookstore that you have near you, and also online, I think. So yeah, I just got this and it works fine. It's stiff, but it does the job. I don't have a really nice paint yet, so I'll show you my paint later. This is a number 11 brush. I also use this for the drawing flowers. I have a few number 2 brushes. I like the small brushes as well because I use it for my watercolor book, the Johanna Basford watercolor Enchanted Forest. Yeah, I also have that sharp pencil. And then these are some of the brushes, wooden brushes I got in this set. It's not very sturdy, but it does the job well. I'm planning to get nice brushes once I can do a great job painting. So there you go. This is the watercolor set that I bought online. It's just from China. It's not a branded one. I think I bought 48 colors, which is a lot, but it's just a solid watercolor. I need to wet it, dampen the colors, put a lot of water in it. So yeah, I also removed some of the pans in there that I transferred to my travel palette. And it also comes with a free brush, also with a sponge. I don't use that for my paintings. This is water pen. I also don't use this. And this one is the Chinese white color, good for highlights and other stuff, though I haven't used it yet, so I still need to practice more using these colors before I can get the professional color. There's also another free small tip brush. I also use this for putting outlines and small details. Yeah, that's about it. And this is my travel palette. I also bought this online, or I can't remember it. It's a cheap palette. It's kind of it has a lot of splotches in it, so I think you can use this hole to put your thumb in if you're standing up, though I don't use that yet. This is just a plate or a small saucer I got. I use that for mixing the colors. And then water bottle, spray bottle. Yeah, I need to wet all the colors because it's a hard solid color. And these are just some of the watercolor papers I got from also online. I think it's also available on any online platform. um, I haven't used this yet, so I've been meaning to, or I don't know how I would use it. It's a rough textured watercolor pad, and it's also cold press because I read somewhere that cold press papers are best for watercolor, though it's not 100% cotton. So yeah, I'm still planning to buy those paper in the future once I together with some professional watercolor paints, once I've already practiced making those florals and animals. Those are what I plan to do here. So it's just 24 sheets of this. It's quite thick, and I think it's good for practice. This one I also got is from a local seller. She makes this handmade sketchbooks. It comes with different mediums, different types of paper, and I really like this one. And I'm planning to do a 30-day sketchbook. I'm also going to put that to use. I'm planning to fill this out with a lot of sketches for travel. Yeah, it's sewn up with a thread, and it's nice. The cover is also nice. And this one is just cheap. It's a very cheap sketchbook that I got when I started doing some watercolor paints I think last year or 2023. um yeah, this is not a very thick paper, though. It's just like a normal paper. So I used to put tissue or paper towels so that it won't wet the other pages. But it's a lot of pages. It's good for if I want to just sketch something that I don't know how to do yet, like this one, the sunset. It's the first time I did that. As you can see, the back, it's quite thin, so I always put paper towels in it. And then this is monstera. It's also the first time I did this. You can see that it's almost translucent paper, but it's where I practice. I don't want to waste the paper. This one is just yeah, pine trees. It's not that nice yet, but yeah, I'm still practicing. And this one is Mount Fuji, a dream travel destination for me. It's in Japan, so yeah, I like that. I like the scenery of it, so I tried to paint it. I did that on my first month, I think. So yeah, and I also did a few swatches here in this sketchbook. There are some color transfers, and as you can see, the colors is quite pigmented. It's not that bad, so I haven't used any professional paints yet, so I'll see. But for this one, I'm still practicing. And these are just all the paper mediums or that I have. And I also bought individual sheets that I cut out into small pieces. This also where I try to doodle or just paint some practice flowers and landscapes. I think I like those more. Flowers, establishments, stores, anything that I can take a picture of. And then yeah, those are the papers that I have. Hopefully I can put it into good use. And I also have some watercolor books. the Enchanted Forest watercolor or book from Johanna Basford. I got this over 5 years ago. It was way cheaper then, so it's more than half the price now. But I still haven't finished this because I always got busy from other things. But as you can see, I colored a few pages using colored pencil, and then I lost all my colored pencils, and I am catching up on filling out to color this book with watercolor. Yeah, this is the first page that I did with watercolor. It's a bit muddy and has a lot of muddy colors. This one is the one that I'm doing now. It looks better because I'm improving with using the watercolor. And there's still a lot of pages that I haven't gone through, though I'm still planning to finish this. So, yeah, I try to experiment on some of the pages, adding some drawings, floral drawings, those things. It's not nice in person, but yeah, my goal is to be an artist, watercolor artist. This is the one that I just did a few days ago. I think it's there's still. I mean, I have a lot of work to do to improve it, but it's it's improving gradually. This page is not. I don't know how to fix it, so I might just well trace that on a different paper. And the book is kind of and um it's kind of loose. I probably moved some pages are already falling. There are also some drawings I did of paintings. And this one I'm working on my next video. I've already finished this and I really like it. And also do the other three for that. And still a lot of pages I haven't gone through because since I lost my set of pencil when we were moving, I got lazy. So this page, I also like to do that one. I saw a lot of finished pages, beautiful finished pages of that sailboat. Yeah, uh, some pages I'm working on using a different techniques that I on YouTube. That's why I don't finish this. I'm using different techniques on the other pages. But that's about it for this book. This is the only coloring book I have from Johanna Basford. It's quite expensive now, so I haven't bought anything yet, any new from her yet from the bookstore. Though I also bought a few cheap coloring books from on the internet. It's not expecting too much from this book. They're just in papers, not really a coloring paper, mostly copies of reprints of other books. I'm not, I don't know where. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any of these in the bookstore. So I bought this Studio Ghibli for the because I like the animation. And then another one is the cozy coloring book, something that I can work on the rainy season perhaps. So I'm also trying to work on this, but the paper for this or smooth paper, so I'm not sure how that will go.
since I'm used to follow the thicker paper and textured paper. But yeah, mostly. And then I also use yeah, I'm just folding up some recycled paper napkins from cafe. So I like to recycle the things that can be recycled. So yeah, these are just paper towels from or from any plant. I also use it for wiping for wiping the brushes. So those are just a few of the coloring books that I have. And then I also have some water, just recycled cups. So trust me, they're all clean cups. There's just a bit of office stain that not labels, but those are clean cups. And I will arrange this table. I'm just working at the middle half, at the half edge of the table, because I have my collection of the toys on the other side. As you can see here, you can see that. Yeah, I also use these clips as well. I also have those clips with me.